Hello and welcome back. Today's video is going to be my February favorites. I feel like February has flown by. It's already almost March and I'm excited to share some of my favorite products this month with you guys. So if you're ready, let's go ahead and get started. So first off, I finally got hair extensions. I actually have bought these extensions back right after I got my hair dreams taken out, and I could not get them to match my hair for the life of me. I literally dyed them 3 times and finally they blend. So I am going to have longer hair. I don't know if I'm going to do it all the time, but I might put them in from time to time because I really do miss having my longer hair. These ones are from Bellamy. I will have them linked down below. I got the auburn ones, and like I said, I did custom dye them, but they still feel really great after the 3 dyes, and I've always enjoyed their hair extensions. So that aside, I just kind of wanted to be like, hey, I didn't all of a sudden grow really long hair. I am going to be getting into my monthly favorites. I have so many products here that I'm so excited to share with you guys. I've really found some awesome products this month, and we did have a few disappointing products as well. So I'm going to go into the disappointing products first, and then we'll get into some of my favorites. Alright, so for my first disappointing product this month, this one is from Fro-Zay Janeiro, and I'm really bummed about this one because I really love the original Bum Bum Cream, and they came out with this new one. So this one is called I'm not exactly sure what this one is called because I don't see a name on here, but this is like the blue one, so it's a new scent of this, and they described this one as like a coffee coconut scent from what I understand, and this smells so bad. And it's not the product that I was disappointed with, it's the smell of the product, because like I said, I love the original Bum Bum Cream, but this one, I don't even want to smell it. This one just smells. I actually said something about it. I got it in a BoxyCharm, and I said something about it in that video that I thought it smelled just like really bad, and I was like, what does it smell like? It reminds me of something. And someone said a popcorn jelly bean, and as soon as they said that, I was like, yes, that's exactly what it smells like. If you've ever smelled that, it's a very, I don't even know how to describe it, but it's a very certain particular smell, and that is exactly what this smells like. And I just can't even put this on because it just isn't a smell that I like. So I don't know, I'm gonna try to give this to my friend and maybe she'll like it, but for me this was definitely disappointing because I was really excited to try out the new scent, but the smell of that one is just so bad. So it's not necessarily the product, more or less just the scent of that one, but I just couldn't do it. So the next product that was a little bit disappointing for me was from Benefit, and this one is called their Eye Bright Pencil. This is the roller pencil, and I really love the roller liner. You guys saw that in last month's favorite. I really enjoyed it. I really liked it. But I did also try this one, which is like the Eye Bright. That's supposed to be like in their brim brightener, like to put in your waterline. And I didn't love this one. I've used it a few times. First off, I don't love the packaging on it. It has like a retractable pencil, but the actual retractable pencil part is not able to go back down. And I know that's the same with a lot of pencils, but for some reason with this one, I just feel like I just don't love the way it retracts. I don't know how to explain it, but you feel like you don't really know how much is coming up, and I just don't love that about the packaging. But the actual product, I just feel like it was kind of hard to put on my eyes. I didn't really feel like it glided on very well. It just kind of made me feel like I had to tug on my eyes to apply this, and the color of it was okay. It's just like a nude liner, but for me, I love my highbrow, and I've always put that in my waterline, and I love that so much more than this, and I was kind of hoping that this would be the same color as that, kind of the same product, but it really wasn't. It's a lot of a drier formula than the highbrow, and I know the highbrow is meant to put in your brows, let's be honest, but I use it in my waterline. It stays all day, and I do have a lot of other rim brightener pencils. I have one from Sigma that I really like that I just like better than this one, and it's a little bit pricey as well for what you do get for this, so this was just a little bit of a disappointment for me. The other roller products I do love, but for that one, it just was a miss. And then the next disappointing product I have, and this isn't something that, again, it just had a bad reaction on my skin. So for me, it's a disappointing product, and I can't even use this one again because I had such a bad reaction to this mask. So this one is from Ofra, and this is their Fro-Zay Cooling, Soothing, and Peeling Face Mask. You guys, this mask on me, oh my gosh. I attempted to film a video of me using this, and my face when I took off this mask, I have never in my life, I've had some reactions to masks, but this reaction was so bad. My face was beet red, like red, and the indication of where I had the mask at was like literally 4 shades like redder than my face, and it lasted that way for hours. I was getting really nervous that it was going to just like really affect my skin. It felt really cooling when it was on, and sometimes I get nervous when things feel cooling because it's either the fact that they're going to burn my skin and I'm gonna have a really bad reaction, or some masks just do that. And because it's supposed to be like a cooling mask, I thought when it was on, when it was tingling like that it was just, you know, the actual mask. But when I took it off, I realized I should have took it off as soon as it felt that, because obviously my skin was getting really irritated by it. I do have more sensitive skin. I don't have like really sensitive skin. I can use a lot of masks, but I do have a little bit more sensitive skin to where I will turn red sometimes from masks, but nothing like this. This was by far the worst reaction I've ever had, and that is just me. Again, a lot of people have different skin types, and this perfectly could find work for you, but for me, it was just so bad. I definitely am not going to use this one again because I don't even want to try to use it again. It was such a bad reaction. So that is the disappointing products that I have. I just had 3 this month. There wasn't too many other ones. And now I want to move on to the favorite products, which I'm so excited to share some of these favorites with you. So the first one I want to talk about is actually not a newer product. This is the product that I've re-fallen in love with these last like few months, I will say. But this is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And I know you guys are probably like, that's been out for a million years. Like, that's so many people's favorites. But I just fallen back in love with this mascara. And honestly, in the beginning, when I first tried this one, I wasn't that impressed with it. I didn't think it was that great. I dealt with it kind of like flaking on me and things, and it just wasn't my favorite. But for some reason, I pulled it back out a few months ago, and I was like, well, maybe I'll give it another try. It was actually when I got the Pretty Rich collection in PR that they sent me like a bedazzled one, and I was like, well, maybe I'll try it again, see how it works. And ever since I've been using it again, I love it. I feel like it does such a good job of lengthening my lashes, and I am not having any issues with it like flaking off or clumping. So I don't know if that's just something that for some reason I had happening before. I'm wondering if sometimes like when I don't set my under eyes, the mascara will flake down. So maybe that's what happened back when I first tried this out. But I really, really like it. I feel like my lashes look so good with this on, and I've been reaching for it a ton. So this definitely kind of like came back into my favorite mascaras when it definitely wasn't one before. So I did want to mention that. I know it's not a newer product, but for me, that one's really good. And then a newer product that I have been trying out that I do really like is from Morphe, and this is the Fluidity Concealer. I've been using this the last few weeks. I have it on my under eyes today. I really, really like this one. So I've seen a lot of mixed reviews with this, and honestly, I'm not really sure why, because for me, this works really well. I wouldn't say that it's like comparative to the Shape Tape. I think it's different in a sense that it's not so thick on the under eyes, at least for me. It's very comfortable. It does give really great coverage, and it's very lightweight on the under eyes. Like when I apply this, I can apply a lot of it and I still get really good coverage, but it doesn't look like cakey or heavy at all on me. I do get slight creasing with this one. As you can see, like I have a little bit of creasing going on, but this is nothing more than I do get with any other concealer. So I do really like this one. It's super affordable. I think it's right around $9. If you haven't tried this one out, I would recommend it. I think it works really well for me, and it is a great affordable option, and I know you can get it at Ulta, so really great with that one. And then the next item I want to talk about is a lip product, and I've really been enjoying this one. So this is from Beauty Backerie. This one is their Lip Whip. So this one is in the shade Mon Cherry, and I really like this one. So it's a bright, vibrant red shade. I'll swatch it for you guys. And when you apply it first, it does take a while to dry down, and so it kind of almost applies like a gloss, and then I would say about 10 minutes or so it does take to dry down, which I don't love, but the actual long-lasting power of this lipstick is really, really nice, and the color is also very, very beautiful. So there's the color. It's just like a really nice, vibrant red. When I did wear this, I've worn this a few times now, I've gotten a ton of compliments on it. A lot of people asking what lip color I do have on. I really do like the formula of it. I wore this out, and I wore it through eating, I wore it through drinking, and it was like a long night too. I think I put this on at like 5 o'clock, and I didn't take it off till like midnight, and it honestly was still on really well. I didn't have it like breaking apart weird or anything like that. So this is definitely a formula that I've been liking. They recently sent me another shade of it, so I'll definitely be giving that shade a try, but I do really like this shade as well. You can tell it even still kind of looks wet on my hand. Like I said, it takes a bit to dry down, but once it dries down, it stays put, and it's really, really good. I am looking forward to trying the other color. I might pick up a few few more colors in this one as well because I really do like that one. My next favorite is actually a highlighter. I love highlighters, and this is actually an affordable option, which I always love finding more affordable products. The next product I'm going to talk about is really affordable and really amazing as well, but this one is from Milani, and this one is their Afterglow, and this one is in the shade, or this is their Strobelight, and this one is in the shade Afterglow, which is the first shade of the highlights. It is so pretty. I recently picked this up from Ulta Beauty, and this is such a gorgeous highlight. It's very, very blinding. It's kind of like a pinkier highlight. So here is a swatch of it. Look at how stunning that is. It is so blinding, and it's super, super pretty on the face. It doesn't emphasize like texture or anything like that. I picked this one up along with the bronzer. I believe this is a newer release from Milani. I really like the bronzer as well, but this highlight was definitely just like star of the show for me. I think it's so beautiful. It's very, very blinding, like I said. It doesn't highlight texture or anything like that. I compare this to a lot of my high-end highlighters. I think it's really, really great. I did pick mine up, like I said, at Ulta. I know they have a few different colors of this one as well, so I might pick up a more golden one because I really, really like the formula of this like pinky tone one, so I might pick up another shade in this one. I believe there was like 4 different shades, 3 or 4 different shades to this highlight. All right, so I just have a few more favorites, and this next one, I'm so excited about this one, and honestly it just kind of like, it shocked me in a way that I wasn't expecting. So this is from Wet n Wild. These are their liquid catsuit eyeshadows. So we have the cream liquid eyeshadows, and then also these are the shimmer liquid eyeshadows. So on my eyes today, I actually have 2 of these. I have one of the creams and then one of the shimmers on my eyes. I love these. These are last month's favorites. I put in those Huda Beauty Melted Metal Shadows. These are such a dupe for those. It's kind of crazy because I wasn't expecting them to be. I did put up a review on these, and I'm actually getting ready to film my follow-up to that review, so that'll be coming soon. But I've been loving these. They are so good. So they really remind me of the Huda ones when it comes to the cream shadows because they actually dry down and they perform the same way. So what I do is I dot these on my eyes. I do like 4 little dots, and then I will blend them out with a brush, and they dry down matte. So here's a swatch of that one, but it actually dries down matte on your eyes. So that is the purple that I have all over my lid. It dries down matte, it stays put. And then for the shimmer ones, so they have these ones here that are called the shimmer liquid eyeshadows, and these ones remind me of the other side of the Huda one. So those are kind of like a double-ended one. These ones are more of like a metallic kind of finish one. So these are a little bit more sheer than the Huda Beauty ones, but they are very similar as far as the applicator is concerned. They do have the same like lipstick applicator as the Huda Beauty ones do. And the formula of them is very similar. Like I said, it's a little bit more sheer, so you definitely have to build it up a bit more, but it stays just as well. I kind of like the way that this one doesn't feel as heavy on the eyes as the Huda Beauty one does, because that one feels quite a bit heavier than these ones. These ones are like $5 though. I think they're $4.99, so they're definitely way more affordable than the $25 for the Huda Beauty ones. And I haven't really reached for those since I've been using these ones because I think they are so good. There's a ton of different colors to them. They also have these ones here, which are the metallic liquid eyeshadows, and these ones are just more of like a full, more opaque color to them than the little shimmer ones. So these ones are good more as a topper, and these ones can just do like the all over lid. Although I did apply this purple one to my entire lid, and that's all I have on it. I think these are so good. I think they are such a dupe for the Huda one. So if you haven't checked them out, I highly, highly recommend these. Wet n Wild, $5, so $10 if you're getting one of each. I think they are so, so good. All right, and then my last favorite this month is a skincare item that I did just want to throw in here, and this has been something that I've been using for a long time. Mine is actually almost out, but I did want to give a mention to it because I think it's so good, and I'm getting ready to purchase another one. So this is from Origins, and this is their Ginseng Refreshing Scrub Cleanser. And this is so good. So it has a little bit of like a bead in it, so it's an exfoliating cleanser, and I use this one in the morning. I maybe have like 3 or 4 uses left in mine. It's like way down there. And I use this in the morning. I put it on actually my Clarisonic, and I use this one to cleanse my face every single morning. It has a bit of a citrus scent to it, so I feel like it really awakes the skin. It does a good job of just getting off any dead skin or anything like that because it is an exfoliator, but it's also very gentle. I do use this one daily, so it's nothing too rough. I know sometimes with exfoliators, they can be a little bit rough on your skin, But this one I can use every single day. I don't have any irritation with it. I just feel like it really cleans my skin really nicely. And I do like the fact that I can just apply this one directly to my Clarisonic and kind of do it that way. I've also just used it in my hands as well. But I do love, love, love this one from Origins. I'm getting ready to, like I said, purchase another one. It's a little bit pricey, but I do think it's well worth it. I think it does a nice job of exfoliating the skin, and it kind of just doesn't strip away your skin like some exfoliants do. I don't feel dry afterwards or anything like that. It just feels really clean. All right, so after that one, that is going to be my last favorite for the month of February. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. I would love it if you would leave some of your favorites from this month down in the comment section and share any new products that you've found that you've really been enjoying. Give this one a thumbs up if you did like it. I will have all of the products that I mentioned down in the description box if you guys want to check them out. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel before you guys go, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, friends.